This is what happens when you feature pretend analyst over professional analyst. This is what happens when you value diversity over talent. This is what happens when you constantly feature someone who is desperate for the spotlight. And this is damn sure what happens when Monica McNutt is hit directly in the face with the truth about her prize turd known as the WNBA. I know Chris Mad Dog Russo is not for everyone. And look, Chris Russo isn't someone that I can listen to for 2 hours every day on the radio. But you know what I like about Chris Russo? He is not afraid to be brutally honest. He is not afraid to tell you the truth. One of the problems with a lot of these WNBA analysts at ESPN, they're not willing to tell you the truth about pretend basketball. They present the WNBA as this happy land of rainbows and flying wieners. Pretend basketball is for everyone. Our league is diversity. 3/4 of the WNBA consist of black players. That's what diversity means. Yesterday morning, Chris Russo was delivering the truth about this turd of a league. Like Uncle KC, Chris Russo openly admits that he does not follow pretend basketball. Now, I don't think he has ever been as brutally honest as I have and openly admitted that he cannot stand the WNBA. But like most of America, Chris Russo does not follow the league closely. But that didn't stop him from delivering the truth to Monica McDougal. And as expected, Mo McDougal had an allergic reaction to the truth. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Yesterday morning, they were discussing Cheryl Reeve and her unprofessional meltdown from last weekend. For those that don't know, Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve threw a temper tantrum because WNBA referees refused to call a foul late in the game when no foul was committed. Cheryl proceeds to curse out WNBA officials. She is arguing with fans on her way out of the arena. Multiple coaches and players, including one of the Bud Studs, had to gently push Cheryl off the court. Naturally, Chris Russo was appalled at the lack of professionalism. He was delivering a passionate soliloquy on this childlike behavior from a woman who is old enough to be my mother and old enough to be the grandmother of some of her players. Cheryl Reeve is supposed to be setting an example. With coaches behaving like this, is it any wonder? Is it any wonder why there is a lack of professionalism throughout the WNBA dump? Anyway, Chris Russo is rightfully criticizing Cheryl Reeve, but watch the reaction of Mo McDougal when she is exposed to the truth. Roll the clip.
When your coach, right here, Reeve, the most disgraceful thing I have seen in 50 years of watching basketball, cursing out fans, walking into the gym, going into the post locker room, the media room, and killing the officials. When the official got the call right, I was in the real building with Pat Riley with the Lakers against the Celtics with Rambis. I was there when Pat Riley got burned with Hugh Hollins on a call by Hubert Davis, which gave the Celtics, which gave the Bulls wins. That was an incredibly horrendous decision.
It was the reverse. Phil Jackson got burned.
Terrible job by Reeve. She should apologize for garbage. Kyer says it's not about W's and L's. Yes, it is. You lost the game, you lost the ball, and you're frustrated. B, your coach acted like a complete... You don't act like that. You don't act like that. and she should apologize. You know what? I was out of line. The court was right. I can't run in the court, curse out the fans, and then on top of it, destroy the officials when my season. She deserved the suspension. Now we get that out of the way. This is, Steve, about labor negotiations. You have been around forever.
I'll give Mo McDougal credit. It was rather entertaining watching her allergic reaction to the truth. The contortions, the covering of her face with her hands. Hell, at one point, I was hoping that Mo was going to walk out of that closet that she was in and just leave the show altogether. Ladies and gentlemen, this is who ESPN considers to be an NBA analyst. This is who ESPN considers to be a WNBA analyst. They feature Monica McNutt on segments talking about the NFL, and she has no idea who Barry Sanders is. She thinks Barry Sanders is Shedeur Sanders. Several months ago, Mike Wilbon was criticizing ESPN for a complete lack of journalism. He was talking about the fact that there are no longer newsrooms at the network. It's no longer a collection of journalists. It's no longer a collection of analysts giving unbiased reporting with informed opinions. In place of people with credibility, ESPN is now heavily featuring Monica McNutt. And look, I'm not saying Monica McNutt is 100% uninformed. During NBA season, I'll watch her sometimes on Carmelo Anthony's show, and she seems like a completely different person than the Mo McDougal that we see on ESPN. But there is a huge difference in being a contributor and being an analyst. It's a different standard. Either way, Chris Russo was absolutely right. WNBA players are throwing a tantrum because they're not getting their way. And yesterday morning on ESPN, Monica McDougal was the face of the temper tantrum. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.